So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we're going to be talking about this, the 86 rated Scream Hulk, which has just been released into Ultimate Team. We're going to complete the SBCs to get this card. We're then going to try it out to see if it's an item that is worth picking up. At the time of recording, according to Footbin, the cost of this Scream Hulk is around 160 to 170k. So this SBC, I actually don't think on face value is too badly priced. An 86 rated special card for 150k isn't too bad, especially when you get some packs back. So hopefully this card performs well in game, and that will make this card decent value for money. You get a rare mega pack, a premium gold players pack, and a jumbo premium gold pack for completing the SBCs. So without further ado, let's get these SBCs done and let's get this Hulk in my club. But just quickly before we do that, guys, if you could leave a like rating on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. In the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts on this Scream Hulk card and the SBCs that come with it. And of course, if you're looking for a football app to keep up to date with the latest news in football, then check out my sponsor, OneFootball. There's a link to download the app in the top of the description. The app is completely free, so you may as well give it a go. Okay, so for the first SBC, we have the Brazil SBC. You need an 86 rated squad with one Brazilian player in it, and we have Neto to fill that requirement. This squad cost me just over 100k, and this is the most expensive of all the SBCs to complete. But that's what we're going to submit, and for that we'll get ourselves a 55k pack. The next squad to complete is the Chinese Super League squad, and as you can see, we filled it out like this. You only need one player from the Chinese Super League, but we've actually gone for 4 because it's just easier to get chem that way. Also, this squad as a whole doesn't cost too much. It cost me just under 20k, which I'm happy to pay. So that is the second SBC complete. The final SBC is the Smash SBC. This requires an 83 rated squad and a Team of the Week player. And we've used Pellegrini because he's discard, and we've used a bunch of cheap 84s and 83s to help the rating of the overall squad. Anyway, that is now submitted. That's all 3 SBCs submitted, and now there is going to be an 86 rated Scream Hulk coming into the club. I'm actually quite excited to try this card out. It looks pretty freaking awesome. Got a nice little pace boost, and that's the thing I'm most excited about, to be honest. I'm a bit worried about his dribbling, if I'm being honest, but hopefully it's not too bad in game. This guy's got a really good combination of pace and physical stats, and he's also really good in front of goal with his 87 shooting and his 86 passing. So on paper, this card looks absolutely terrific, so hopefully it does indeed perform well in games. But before we focus on Hulk completely, we've got some packs to open. Okay, so we will begin with the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. This, of course, is just a standard 15k pack. Can we recoup any of the coins that we've just submitted? It doesn't look like we'll do so from pack number 1, unless there is a random Ferland Mendy in this pack, and there doesn't appear to be, so that is a pretty terrible first pack. In the second one, we've got a Premium Gold Players pack. I believe this is a 25k pack. Surely it can't be worse than the first one, right? Surely not. No, it's not going to be. That's awesome. It's going to be boards. Sadly, not going to be a walkout. It's going to be someone French. It's going to be a striker. And it's going to be Sebastian Haller. That is not a great player to pack. Sadly, he isn't worth much. And the rest of that pack is looking pretty terrible as well. So it all comes down to the final pack. We spent like 150k on this Hulk. So we need something decent in this pack if we're going to recoup any of them coins. Come on here, rare mega pack. This is a 55k pack. Is it going to be boards? Is it going to be a walkout? It is going to be a walkout. Okay, that's a good start. Oh, it's going to be Mo Salah. We've made profit. We've actually made profit on an SBC, and we've pulled a pretty insane walkout. Let me just see what Mo Salah's worth right now. He is 368k. So this Hulk SBC has definitely paid out for me, so I'm pretty happy about that, and that's actually the best player I've packed in FIFA 20. So far this year, my pack has been terrible. That is the best pack I've got, and I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? We've got ourselves a Mo Salah and a bunch of other players. So the packs for me were pretty cool. I hope you guys do get some similar pack luck. Okay, so let's now move on to the review portion of the video. As you can see on the screen, this is the team we will be using Scream Hulk in. It's a pretty standard side, but hopefully he will stand out in it. And we are going to start him as a right winger, but in game I might use him as a right attacking mid or even as a striker, and I'll let you know if I do indeed do that. Okay, so let's have a look at this item. He does indeed have just a 3-star weak foot, and he is left-footed on the right edge, so we are going to want to cut inside to get the most out of this guy when using him on the right flank. He's got 4-star skills, which is obviously a bonus for a winger. In-game stats-wise, really good pace attributes, which is pleasing to see. In the shooting section, we can see he's got 83 attack positioning, 82 finishing, and 96 shot power, and 92 long shots. From distance, this guy should be a beast. Sadly though, despite having a decent finishing rating for a winger, his composure of 76 obviously isn't going to be ideal. Passing wise, he's got some really pleasing attributes. He's got 84 crossing, 88 short passing, and 88 curve, so decent passing stats for this guy. Dribbling wise, really good in-game dribbling rating of 87, but he's got pretty poor balance of 59 and not great agility of 72, so that's definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on in game. Physically, this guy's got some absolutely incredible attributes. He's got really high aggression of 84, so he should battle for the ball a lot. He's also got ridiculous strength of 93, so he should be able to bully a lot of fullbacks in this game. Anyway, we've looked at the numbers, now let's get into some games and let's see how this guy performs in matches. In game number 1, we come up against a near full League Unsad. I say near full because obviously he's got Fell and Mendy at left back, but his team does have a couple of decent players in. I do have to watch out for that player of the month card because that item is pretty OP. Sissoko plays the ball out wide, and here is Hulk on the ball. Wow, he feels heavy. He feels heavy, like really heavy in possession. Look how big he is in game as well. He's like really chunky. So here's Hulk just trying to dribble through, trying to open up some space using that LB dribbling. I want to try and open up some space for a shot, to be honest. I want to see if we can whip in some long shots with his left foot. Here's Aubameyang. He's going to try and slide the ball through for Hulk. Hulk's going to dispossess Mendy. And with his right foot, he strikes the post. That would have been a really nice goal. Aubameyang finds Son. Son plays it out wide to Hulk. Can he get on the end of it? He can, just up against Mendy. Puts it inside, and Aubameyang makes it 1-0, and Hulk gets himself an assist. And it's worth mentioning that assist came from his weaker right foot. So as you can see at the break, we are 2-1 down. It has not been a good first half from me. In the second half, we are going to change formation. We're going to switch to the 4-3-2-1 because I want to get Hulk more involved. As a right winger, he just like hugged the touchline and just wasn't getting central enough to be involved in attack. So I'm hoping if I switch to the 4-2-3-1, he's going to be more involved. Hulk gets the ball to Sane. Sane tries to return the favour. Hulk gets the ball back, has a chance to score now with his left foot, and he's hit the post. He's got to be scoring that. So guys, the game has just come to an end, and unfortunately Hulk's debut has ended in a 2-1 defeat. And I won't lie, I'm a bit annoyed because my opponent just decided to pass the ball around the back for the last 30 minutes of the game. So yeah, I guess some people are that desperate to win division rivals games that they need to do that. But whatever, we lost. 2-1 loss, unfortunately. In this game, obviously Hulk did get an assist, which I was happy with. The main issue I had with Hulk in this game was I just couldn't get him on the ball enough. In the first half, with him playing on the right wing, he literally hugged the touchline, so he wasn't involved too much. In the second half, he was involved a bit more when I put him in the right forward position, and then later in the game, I changed to the 4-2-2 as I started to try and put pressure on my opponent to get the ball off him. But yeah, game 1 did not go well, guys. Let's get quickly into another match. In the next game, we face a very colourful squad. This guy's got a bunch of different card types. He's got an Icon Hadji, a Player of the Month Lewandowski, a Flashback Piszczek, 2 1 to watch cards, an Inform, a Foot Champs card. This guy's team's pretty insane, and it looks really cool too. What happened in game number 1, we are going to start in the 4-3-2-1 formation with Hulk as a right forward. Sane beats his man. Sane whips the ball into the box, but it's going to come to nothing. Here's Hulk inside the box. What can we do? Can we open up some space? Doing that LB dribbling to get round my man. Right footed cross into the box to Sane! Nice assist for Hulk. Very nice assist. Using the L1 dribbling to create some space. Gets round his man and then whips the ball in once again on his weak foot. And he picks up another assist. Aubameyang finds Hulk. Hulk and Sane link up nicely. Surely he'll finish this. Yes, he will. And just like that, it's 2-0. And there's the halftime whistle. So at the break, we have ourselves a 2-1 lead, courtesy of Hulk's goal and assist. In the second half, I'm actually going to switch him to the left side to see if we can start taking off some cross-goal shots with him, because I feel like he's going to be pretty good at them. Here is Aubameyang. He finds Hulk on this left edge, who does well to get past his man. And then, he released the shot, but Courtois pulled off a good save. He did really well there to create that chance for himself. Showed really good strength to get past the defenders. Aubameyang. And Hulk link up. Is Hulk still onside? Power shot. And he's hit the post again. We've scored off it, but he's hit the post again. He's a post magnet for me. Very powerful strike, but just lacked a tiny bit of accuracy, which would have put that shot in the back of the net. Polina plays the ball through to Hulk. And now Hulk has a lot of open space to run into, but he's looking pretty tired right now. What's he going to do? Is he going to get the shot off? He is, and that is a fantastic finish. Under pressure as well. I think his composure's been pretty poor thus far, but on that occasion, he showed really good strength and composure and finishing to put that ball in the back of the net. He's got average composure, and we also have to bear in mind in that position, look, he got shoulder barged, but he stayed strong, and he still got the shot away. That's a really nice finish. So the game has now ended, and as you saw, we did indeed record a 5-1 victory. I have to say that scoreline was a bit harsh on my opponent, who played pretty well, and yeah, as you saw, we did score a couple of lucky goals. Hulk, how did he do in this match? He played really well, to be honest. 2 goals and an assist. Played very well, created plenty of chances. Just a shame he didn't take some of his chances because he hit the post a lot in this game. I really liked him when I used him in the second half in that left forward role. Anyway, that's the gameplay now complete for you guys. I am going to go play 1 or 2 more games with this guy. I'm going to try him as a striker, and I'm also going to give him a second game as a left forward because I liked him in that role. But that's the gameplay done for you. I'll see you in a second on the summary page. So, after using this guy a bit more, what are my thoughts on him? Well, the first thing I'll say is, this is actually a really fun item to use in game, and it can be used in like a variety of different attacking roles, which is an instant positive. You've got a bit of a utility player with this Hulk. This guy definitely does have a lot of notable positives, but he's also got a couple of notable negatives, which we will discuss. Let's first chat then about his pace. Now, this guy isn't slow, do not get me wrong, but this guy just doesn't seem to have breakaway pace in game. Defenders do catch up to him rather easily, and he doesn't break away too much. That's not me saying that he can't break away at all, it just doesn't happen too often, especially up against the faster defenders. Players like Lucas Hernandez will catch this guy, so that is something worth noting. So maybe the Hunter Chem style for this guy isn't a bad idea at all. Shooting wise, how was this guy? Well, his shot power is immense. Like, his shots in game are so freaking powerful, and from distance this guy can certainly strike the ball. Inside the box, his finishing is hindered by his composure, in my opinion. Now, his finishing in general is good, but it's just not that reliable, and that's the issue with it. On some occasions his finishing feels very good, on others it's not too great, so that is something to bear in mind. Still, for a winger though, I think his shooting is very good overall. How is his passing? I thought this guy's passing was brilliant, to be honest. His short passing and link-up play was excellent in game, and I thought his crossing was to a good standard as well, so that was pleasing. And he's one of them players who's got really high curve, so he is able to like whip in really good curled crosses, and if you play him off the left, and obviously you can take full advantage of that when crossing off his stronger left foot. Dribbling wise, how is this guy? He's alright, but he definitely does feel heavy. You saw that in game, especially when sprinting with this guy. He feels really heavy, and he does take notable heavy touches. His LB or L1 dribbling is alright though, and with him being quite strong at times, he can be relatively hard to dispossess of the ball. Physically, the guy's an absolute beast. He's very strong in game, and he's one of them players who battles for the ball really well, and you will have seen that in the clips. Aerially, I won't lie, he's not much of a threat. His jumping and heading stats are pretty average, and he's not the tallest of players, so he doesn't win too many aerial battles, especially against centre-backs, but against full-backs, he will win the occasional one, depending on what full-back he's up against. The final thing to discuss is this guy's positioning. Now, he has high medium work rates, and he's also got a decent attacking position stat of 83. But for me, I felt at times that I had to force him to make runs. He didn't always get involved in attacks, which was a bit of a shame, because when you do get this guy on the ball, he's definitely a threat. If you're going to use this guy, I definitely advise using him in a more central role than right mid or right wing to get the most out of him, because when I used him in the right wing role, he just like sat next to the touchline and didn't get involved, and that was frustrating. When I used him at left forward and right forward, he was involved a lot, and he was absolutely brilliant in them roles. So with all that in mind, do I think this Hulk SBC is worth doing, and do I think this card is worth picking up? I'm a bit on the fence, to be honest, because on one side this item was fun to use, but on the flip side I don't think it's as effective as other wingers in Ultimate Team. I think there are much better wingers available in the game already, and some of them come at a lesser cost than this Hulk SBC. So if I'm being honest, I don't think this Hulk SBC is great value for money. I'm not saying it's terrible, but I don't think it's great value for money overall. This card, it can be fun to use in game and it can be effective, but at other times it can be quite unreliable as well. So I feel like some people are either going to really like this card and some people are going to find it really frustrating. If you're short on coins, I wouldn't recommend doing this SBC if I'm being honest. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 86 rated Scream Hulk. If you've enjoyed this video, please do remember to leave a like rating on it. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you in the next one.